Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cook Up episode 7. We have a very special guest today, the beautiful and talented Asha Otto in the dance. Let's give some stuff. Let's give some round of applause here. You know what I mean? You know, I am very grateful to have you on, to be honest.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? You've been a mogul. I'm personally an artist who's been making music for a long time, and I appreciate you for being here
No, thank you for
because
asking me.
no worries, because you have been somebody who's been making music for a long time now,
Yeah.
influencing the younger artists as well, male and female, to take it
Yeah.
upon themselves to do what they do. You know what I mean? So big up yourself for that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much helping us. We just on episode 7, but 7's my lucky number.
Hey, lucky
You
number
know what I mean?
7.
7's my lucky number, so
Nice.
I feel this is gonna be a good one. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? But how are you? How have you been in terms of mentally? Everything's going good with you?
Oh, I'm
Mm.
grateful for life.
Grateful for life.
Mentally,
Always.
physically exhausted just from the fast pace of work, but
Yeah.
also trying to be present
Present, yeah.
and appreciative of the moments that are happening for me, you know?
Yeah, I feel
So
it.
grateful, gratitude
Yeah,
is what I'm feeling.
And that's what I'm saying. How do you compartmentalize that? Because sometimes for me, I just feel drained. So I know I have shit to do, but I still feel drained sometimes. So it's
Yeah.
hard to give my all to something that I haven't poured that into myself yet. But how do you balance when you're not feeling it, but you still have to do it?
Yeah, I don't know if I've mastered how to balance it.
For
I
sure.
feel like it's just wanting to balance
Yeah.
is enough. So the constant effort
Yeah,
is all that I can do.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's hard because especially when it comes to me and my music is personal. I write
Exactly.
my personal experiences. When I'm feeling down,
hmm
the writing might not be there, or it might be too personal, and then having to get on stage and perform when personal life stuff is happening to you.
Yeah, and keep
And
that
people want to like
stoicism.
laugh and take pictures and everything, and meanwhile, home life is chaos. But I try to find joy in the very little things.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
celebrate the little things to the point where people might look at me strange. Like if somebody comes up to me and say, "I love that song," that will make my whole day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
for
I'm just
sure.
like, it's small, but I'm gonna make it so big
Mhm.
and just celebrate it, because if I don't, something really big negative that happened to me is gonna consume me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like delusion or something, but I feel like just magnify the small wins.
Thanks, because it's
and
like your
focus on
art
it.
as well. It's crazy
Yeah,
about
yeah,
artistry.
yeah.
You pull it in from the ether.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's something when someone loves what you have created, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the
Doesn't
day, it's like you're a person who puts your all into your music.
Yeah.
So you want other people to
To-
like it too.
Or even just relate to it, you know? Just get something from it, you know?
Mm.
Because I always say I want my music to evoke some type of emotion
Yeah,
from someone.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be love.
Mm.
They can absolutely hate it. That's an emotion too, you know?
Exactly.
You know, people always, when I talk about like love and hate, people think that love and hate are opposites, but they're actually not.
They're on the same spectrum.
When we say there's a
Actually.
thin line between love and hate, both of them require some form of, whether it be obsession, distaste,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
admiration. The opposite of love to me is indifference.
But
You
then,
don't care at all.
exactly. And then that's when a lot of people get caught up, you know, because as you said, love and hate is on the same spectrum.
It
So
is.
it's almost like if you feel hate, you can't embody that as you. You should always see the light, and I can shift the spectrum
yeah.
to love
Yeah.
as well. But
Because
it's
it's
just
very close.
exactly.
They're just
But
on opposite ends.
it's
very
all
close.
in how you respond to your thoughts
Oh,
in your
yeah,
mind, because
yeah,
your
okay.
thoughts is gonna create your emotional state.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But then that's the thing, is like, how do you channel that into your music? You know?
I don't know. I feel like for me personally, every time I try to get too emotional when I'm writing,
Mhm.
it doesn't happen, or it doesn't feel authentic.
Yeah.
For me, when I feel at my lowest,
Mhm.
I just record.
Yeah.
Pull out your iPhone, even if it's just saying some lines that come to my mind, a voice recording, a voice memo, and record it, and then come back to it
Mhm.
when I do feel that burst of creativity.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
find that those are my most authentic stuff. When I'm in like a
Mm.
down moment, or when somebody pisses me off and I feel like I got something to say, I want to
To say.
curse somebody out, I'll
Yeah.
curse them out on my phone.
Yeah.
and,
and then
then I go back to it and be like, yo, this is a song.
No, for real, you know. That's
Yeah.
how it goes, you know. But then sometimes when you are going through that, don't you don't you feel like more angry than I want to make a song off of this? But is
Yeah.
it every time you're like, let me channel this emotion into a physical song? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's like what I was saying.
Yeah.
In the moment when I'm angry, I want to punch somebody. I don't want to write a song.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I want
So
to
it's
cuss
like-
them out for real. But that's why I grab my phone and I record it because I don't like confrontation
Yeah,
in
okay.
real life. So I also don't like to hold things in. So I feel like I need to let them out when they're happening. That's why the voice memo come in handy for me. So if I'm feeling like cussing somebody out, I grab my phone and I cuss out the phone and I record it. And then, you know, days, weeks, sometimes months after, I can go back and listen and say, wow, this is how I was feeling there. Or, actually, that wasn't that serious. Or, wow, that person really got you to this point.
But then at the same time, you embody that emotion into something, so you can
So it's real.
always look back on it and say, how have I grown from that moment going forward? You know what I mean?
I do that with my songs all the time.
Yeah.
I said to people, my songs are like my personal diary. Even more so now with the stuff that I'm doing now. And I can look back from years to come and say, wow, that's where I was there. Look how far I've come. Or, damn, you're making the same mistakes you were making back then, girl. Get it together.
You know what I mean? Look how far you come, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what was the most influential period of your journey so far that you look back on and be like, this gave me even more of a fire to continue?
There's more than one, for sure.
Yeah. The one that stands out straight to your mind, that comes straight to your thoughts.
I think it was just when I was at my lowest and I wanted to give up on life. I wanted to give up on everything. I just felt like nothing wasn't working for me, personal, everything. And I got to my lowest of lowest when I wanted to quit. I wanted to just give up everything. And I think getting to that point lit that fire for me because I'm like, this story isn't over.
Yeah.
There's so much I have to do for me, not for anybody else, whether anybody else like it or not. I have to be this version of myself, and I have to produce along the way as I'm becoming this version of myself. Whether it's crap that nobody will ever hear, or if a million people will hear it. But I feel like that's a part of me and who I am and my destiny. So I feel like when I got to that lowest point, I felt like, okay, you're not over. I still gotta go, and it just lit a fire in me.
You know, from your own ambition as well. Like I remember as well when I've hit my lowest point, it's almost like you've already seen yourself at a stage where, you know, that strong, confident person, and for you to be at rock bottom, it's almost like a blessing in disguise.
True.
If you really deep it, because it's like, okay, I got myself here. Let me take a step back, go in solitude, have a look at my life, and see where I can improve from, because I'm not where I see in myself.
But
You get what I'm
also,
saying?
it's within you. You know, anything that you want. For me, the self-doubt used to always creep in.
Yeah.
But now, it's not like a cockiness or anything, and I do have self-doubt moments all the time, but deep down in me, I know I can do it.
Yeah, you
I
have
can
to
take
believe
myself
in
anywhere.
yourself.
I can do anything. So even when I'm at my lowest, when stuff happens, I'm just like, shoot, this is just a part of the journey.
That's right.
Like I can come out of this because I've been to the lowest and I've made it out. So
Even when you're in your most uncomfortable situations, it's like, okay, I'm still gonna back myself and learn this skill. Maybe I may not have the skill now. I'm gonna back myself and learn the skill it takes to get to where I want to be. And that is strict. That's from your ambition as well. That will never die.
I tell you, I always tell people, it's from making little promises to yourself and keeping them.
Over time.
Kind of like how you go to the gym and you build that consistency and then you see the results. So you know that if you put in this work, you can get this result. And that translates to me in every aspect of my life. Because I know who I am and I know what I stand for. So I know I can do anything. Growing up, I used to feel like small things. Back in the day, I used to feel like, boy, those models with nice bodies and abs, I could never get that. That's like a special kind of person. That could never be me. And then when I got out of high school and everything, and I started working out and be like, okay, if I put in this work, I can get these results. And I started seeing the results. I'm like, how did I ever doubt myself?
You feel me?
This is within me. Like I can do anything that I want to do.
Literally from your own efforts, and it's like comparison is the thief of joy.
It is.
You understand?
It is.
And as you say that, I think about how do you deal with the journey? You know what I mean? So, as you say, the gym. Sometimes you go to the gym and you're not gonna step out the gym and be in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm huge now.
No, it
Or
takes
you have to keep going over time. But the thing is, in order to stay consistent, you have to maintain the level of thought you have in your head of your goal.
You have to see
know
it
what I mean?
already.
What do you do to bring yourself back on track? Maybe it's like, I'm not feeling it today. You may not go gym for 2 days, but then you say, yo, let me bring myself back on track. How do you work it? Whether it's reading, meditating, what do you do? It's your habit, like.
I feel like I'm always in a constant form of meditation. And for me, that's talking to God.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, because I feel like our inner voice is like our direct connection to God.
That's
That
right.
conscience, the voice in our head that tell us, yo, don't do that, whatever. I feel like that's our direct connection to God. So I'm always talking to Him in my head, running through things. And if I feel like I'm falling off track, then I have that little talk and be like, okay. And I know what I need to do. I always know what I need to do.
You feel me? It tells you
And
that.
like with the gym thing, I have a vision in my head of how I want to be, and not like a physical being, but mentally where I want to be.
Yeah.
So when I feel like I'm slacking, I'll be like, this is not the version of you that you want to be. So get back on track. You want to be consistent, get back on track.
Yeah, and it's so weird because when you're really focused, you can fall off track for like 2 days, 5 days. But there's just that voice, as you said, in your head saying, yo, big man, you have to do it or else, you know what I mean?
Yes. And I'm also not a competitive person, but I feel like I'm competing with the world at the same time, especially when it comes to the gym and stuff. So I'll be like, Asha, you can't be fine now. Other people gonna catch up.
And it's not toxic competition. It's one of them ones where it's like you may see someone, you may not want their body because it's different to yours. However, you look at them like they're on their own journey, doing their thing. Let me go on my own journey and give that same effort to myself.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Which is a beautiful thing, And you've been in Antigua for a while. You've been
raised here. This is home.
Beautiful Antigua, you know what I mean?
Take me home.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel the music scene is down here in terms of developing yourself and getting to that big stage, which is very relative big stage. Feel me? But what's your definition of that? Is it hard?
It is hard. I'm not gonna pretend and lie and say it's so easy. It is hard, but I will say it does have a bit more opportunities if you're smart about it to get yourself in front of different crowds and crowds that could potentially help you. And you can do that and still live. As in, you can make just about enough to buy your food and pay your bills and take care of yourself while you're pursuing it. As in other places, if you went to America or Europe and you want to go busking and you want to hustle and make the music that way, it's very hard to get consistent gigs overseas. And then you might say, okay, where am I going to live? How am I going to get a weekly income? So it's definitely easier here to be consistent and get yourself out in front of the right people. You gotta be smart, a bit strategic. Yeah. You gotta work really hard, and the pay isn't that great.
But you keep going because you love it. You know what I mean? It's a different passion when you love it. And I hear what you're saying. Like the U.S. is very oversaturated.
Oh yeah.
So it's like everybody wants that bus. So it's like this guy that you may connect with, he may be so tired from random people coming to him and being like, yo, I want this. You feel me?
And they're even more cutthroat, competitive. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that because you kind of have to be that way if you want to like break in. But I also say this to people too, like what world are you trying to break into and what are you looking for now? Because the music scene has changed so much. Record labels are almost obsolete. You don't really need them. Like you can be right here in your house with everything you need to produce an entire body of work. You can be the label, you can be the artist, you can be the producer, you can be everything from Antigua. Back then it was like one studio, Steve Studio, Jolly Harbor.
Everybody trying to, everybody trying to do that.
So traveling out and getting those opportunities, you just be like, oh my gosh, that's a life. Back when New York was a land of opportunity. Yeah. Now
everybody trying to go. Hey,
you don't have to. Now you can probably even get more coverage by going over to Jamaica.
And that's the thing. There's a lot more outlets now, even from streaming to YouTube. You're able to put yourself out there a bit more.
In front of everybody, and I always say this when it comes to artists and advertising. Online, you can advertise on YouTube. You can advertise on Facebook. You can advertise on Instagram. You can target your audience. I can literally target Antigua for my releases and say, boom, advertise my music to these people.
Exactly.
So you don't have the labels where you used to be doing that. When you call in radios and you beg a favor. Now you can submit your music to radios yourself, and
And
You
try to
know?
get your radio play through there. And the way I see you, you have your own niche, which is a beautiful thing to have because that is when you get your most authentic audience base, I feel.
True.
And you do live shows in English Harbor. I've been to a few of them. Beautiful, a lot of covers that I feel like people love your covers because you don't just sing it normally like how the person does. You sing it in your own way, right? How does that, you doing covers, how does it change from when you do your own music in terms of influential? Or does it make doing your own music harder, or it gives you more of a skill set because you're hitting notes that maybe the other artists are hitting? You
Of
feel
course,
me?
100%. It's like it's with anything, once you have a bigger vocabulary, you can write better essays.
That's facts.
So
and I fail English.
Stop playing. No, but the music that I perform live, the covers, like you said, I always try to bring Asher to anything that I do. So I'm not gonna just sing a Beyonce song like Beyonce would sing it, because I love Beyonce. But I will try to sing it how I would sing it if I wrote it, or if I was the one singing it. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the greats, Beyonce included, like Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton's, all of them, some of their biggest songs are actually covers.
Of course.
Like "And I Will
When
Always
they
Love
had
You."
Rihanna as well.
Oh yeah, some of their big songs are covers and remakes. In the industry, it's very common for big artists to cover other songs. You know. And for me, as long as it gets you noticed, then you can say, boom, yeah, I sing covers, but I also do this.
Exactly. It's like your own flavor on it. Everyone can cook pasta, right?
Yeah.
But if you can have your own ingredients for the pasta,
make it taste better.
some people may be like, yo, I only can eat that pasta.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And as I said, it does give you a skill set as well, learning, music in itself. It's a love for it.
Yeah. The songs be like, there's every day I hear a song be like, damn, I wish I wrote that song.
And it goes into your own music. They Take Me Home, amazing song. You just dropped the album 30 as well. Tell us about that. What was your influence behind that? You know what I mean? It was a solo album. Is it your first one?
I call it a little EP. No, I've released a full album before, like 12 tracks.
Okay.
And I did an EP about 2 years ago with more, laid back, contemporary kind of stuff. And then 30 was basically because I turned 30 at the top of this year. And honestly, the lead track on that project, which is also called 30, it was mainly just me coming to a lot of realizations. Like in your 20s, there's a lot of things that you think you know, but you don't really know.
Yeah, in fact, like I'm 27.
But,
you know what I mean? It's like,
when you get to 30, I don't know, I always say this, at the birthdays that end with a 9. So 19, 29.
My birthday is July 29th.
Yeah. But when you get to those birthdays, we always tend to do like a recap of the last 9 years. So every time, before we hit 20, before we hit 30, before we hit 40, we look back on our life and be like, damn, did I really do all the things I wanted to do? Or this is how my life has been going. So you do a proper reflect of your life. And for me, when I turned 30, I was like, damn, I was really playing myself. Or these people were really playing with me. Or damn, I can't believe I was so naive. Or now I know so many things. I know how to move. I know how to love. I know how to everything. So 30 was basically me saying, yo, I gotta do this on my own.
And this is your reflection from it.
This is my reflection from it. So the project, I wanted to do the project on my own. I wanted to write everything on my own. I really just wanted to say, I'm okay on my own, and I've learned so many things. Nobody can stand me.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's a beautiful thing that, because it's almost like the reflection equals the evolution.
Yeah.
So it's so amazing to be aware of the fact that you can look back at certain points in your life and remember them and be like, yo, this is how I was moving mad there. However, this is how I can learn from how I was moving mad. Because God only gives us shit when we're ready for it.
That's true.
So we can't even say that, yo, I regret going through that shit. Nah, because it was meant to happen for you to have that wisdom now.
No regrets. I say that all the time. You can't afford to have any regrets, because it's a learning lesson.
Exactly.
Because if everything went well all throughout our lives, it'd be very boring.
Yeah, trust me.
And we would feel cheated.
That's how it's supposed to be. Life is a battleground, whereas we're supposed to come here and reach enlightenment and learn from our mistakes.
And learn who we are.
Exactly. To fulfill our soul, to understand whether we go through hate, whether we go through pain, whether we go through love. You understand? We're supposed to experience down here and feel. you know, and not be ignorant. And that's why in the Matrix there's like ignorance is bliss.
It's
You
truly
know what I'm
is,
saying?
though.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying for
It'd
the
be
blind.
nice to be
is-
ignorant and walk around with the blindfolds on.
It'd be
Everything
so
is
lovely.
perfect and everybody loves you. Nobody's out to get you.
Yeah.
World peace.
Yeah.
We pray for that.
You feel me?
But
it wouldn't. We wouldn't
It's
learn
not
anything.
fair. Yeah, it won't be
Exactly.
fair to us or
Exactly.
anybody around us. You know,
Exactly.
you gotta go through the downs to appreciate the ups also. So
Mhm.
it's yeah. So that's what 30 is basically about. Just me going through life and then realizing, boom, this is me at 30. You know, and I also touch on the the relationship stuff.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Figuring that side of stuff out. You know,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
personal things.
Which is always something that makes good music, but it's just it's a
Yeah.
painful
The
reflection.
touchy-
It's a touchy one, but you know what I mean. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, y'all make sure y'all go get 30. It's on all platforms, right?
Yes,
All
everywhere.
platforms. By Asha. She's a talented person. Has been making music for years. You understand me? And she loves what she does. Understand? You're not gonna get a lot of people in the industry that genuinely love what they do. You heard what she said earlier? When she's feeling in a certain sort of emotional state, she makes music based on that. That's real life. And I know a lot of her music can help you. I wish I can talk to her for hours, but me, she have to come in. We already at the 20-minute mark anyway.
Damn.
That's crazy.
You see when you're vibing.
It just
Time
comes
just
together, you
flies.
know what I mean? And I always like to ask everyone this when they come on, what was the biggest thing you went through in your life that makes you think the way you do today? You know what I mean? Could be emotionally, mentally, physically, something you go through and you can look back on that and say, I was strong there, therefore I can be strong now.
I don't know if it's one specific thing, but I would say my childhood growing up. It's not necessarily a negative thing, but my very humble upbringing.
Yeah.
I always say, if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. Because
everything.
I went to T.N. Kernan school. When I say you come from no money, nothing, you used to carry Vienna sausage and cricks to school and get the grind in.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And mayo, you know what I mean? Mix that shit up.
And
Crazy.
you go stand pipe with your buckle and your bucket and pull. So, what we call a struggle or whatever. But that made me who I am.
Gave you that thick skin, you
Gave you
understand?
gave me the thick skin, gave me the drive, because who does, when you're been in that situation, you want to get your mama house.
Yeah.
You want to work
Yeah.
and take your family out of poverty. It gives you the drive that somebody who comes from a family with millions of dollars just doesn't really have, or
that.
just doesn't come naturally.
And it
you
gives
know?
you that, you're able to be more observant as well and aware of your surroundings.
So I'm extremely grateful
Yeah.
for my upbringing and where I come from.
Yeah.
Single mom too, and seeing her hustle and doing what she has to do too, so that that inspiration is there.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
grateful for it, but definitely that's my moment.
And that is one of the reasons when you're at rock bottom, you think of things like these that give you the fire again and be like, remember when I was a little girl.
That Asha would be proud of this Asha now. So everything I do, I make sure little Asha will be proud of you. But like, yeah, if she's not gonna be proud of you, you shouldn't be doing that.
And I'm for sure proud of you because I came to Lucky Eddie's the other day. Hey, if y'all in Antigua, make sure y'all go Lucky Eddie's on a Friday.
Every Friday.
Crazy.
It's a
I'm
party.
there. I'm there as a nigga holding my shit like this. Take me home. You know what I mean? Come on, fellas.
Last night we performed a Burning Flame song for the first time. My favorite
Which
song.
one?
Sweet Little Island Girl.
Ah, good. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, the
Can't
people love
believe
that
that.
one. Yo. And the
I'm
week before,
so mad.
shout out to Psycho, because Psycho came through and we performed the Soca version of
Soca
Take Me
version.
Home.
Ah, good.
my-
That's a
that's
beautiful
what I
We
thing.
need to come out for real.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, Antigua's on, fellas. I'm gonna step out, Asha. Appreciate you so much. Give me a little hug, man. I enjoy talking. I wish I could talk to you for longer.
We gotta do it again,
But
man.
We got to do
Yeah.
this again. But now she's gonna come and she's gonna make something crazy with Meech, the magician in the back. You understand? I can step
Yeah.
out, Meech can step in. Y'all enjoy the music. Trust me. I appreciate all y'all. Let's get it. Meech,
Step into my office.
Let's step into the office. We step into the office, brother.
I'm coming up right up.
Yeah, this camera is nice and wide.
Why?
Hey, I can't even catch me.
Why?
Wait, I just noticed you have a nose ring.
Me?
You think a nose ring will fit me?
Let me see.
Yes.
I'm sure it will, but I'm not gonna do it.
I think we'll put foil paper. You don't hear you only put foil paper.
Yo.
Put foil paper on your ear and say, yo,
Yeah,
it depends
right
my
now,
thing.
right now they have apps, so they have like
the filter.
where you can turn the different piercings.
Yeah, I
and
don't
stuff
know.
like
That's,
that.
I
No
did
more
that.
piercings for me. I have like some ear ones.
Mm,
That's about it
it's about it.
for now. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think it would hurt. You know, don't you think so?
Yeah,
I've been
but
sneezing all day.
you have a tattoo on your hand like me. When I went, I got them. The man said, "Boy, that's the worst pain. That give you the worst pain."
It hurt for you though?
No,
You know, it didn't hurt. This one here hurt the
it
most.
hurt more. It hurt more than
This
your hand?
one here, bro. I couldn't sleep. I'm sleeping like this. Please, Lord, why did I do this?
When I went to shout out to Han for tattoos, he was like, "Yo, the fingers are the most painful. Like, you show." So when he was like bracing, he hold my hand. He's like, "Whatever you do, don't pull away." So I'm there thinking, "Lord, this could be the worst pain of my life." When he started, he's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Actually, embarrassing me, man. You're taking this too easy."
You got it on your knuckles as well?
Fingers.
Okay, no. I never got
everywhere.
there.
Yeah.
That
Those
was
are
it,
those
yeah.
are so cute.
Yeah.
Alright, on the finger.
Why hear DDG song playing?
It's in my phone.
Oh, turn it down.
Where now?
You're a DDG fan?
Yeah, I've
Who,
been
me?
watching DDG since I was in
Um,
uni college.
Yeah.
I definitely like his music.
I don't even know if I've heard any of his music, boss.
None of
I
it.
just know him as like a
Streamer, vlogger.
Yeah, to me, he's like an influencer. So,
He does make some good music now, you know. To be honest.
as in,
I mean, he's been making good music for a while, actually.
you know, me very specific with my rap favorites.
Mhm.
So,
Who's your favorite rapper right now?
of all time, forever and ever, it will forever and ever be Kanye West.
Jeez, graduation.
Ooh, too hard to pick one,
Oh
but
my
all of them.
days.
Anything Kanye West. does.
Kanye West.
Brother, I remember walking
That
to
is a
school
great
angry that I'm here, bro. I just want to do my own thing in life. I'm listening to Good Morning. I'm there like, yeah, I need to
Good
get myself
morning.
out. You just, good morning. I was like, wait,
Yo.
the boys do the same English thing as me.
Oh,
I said,
nobody make music like that anymore.
Nah, trust me.
It's just
Music is very, like, even rap now is very
It's-
just in a weird
for
state,
me the
man.
word I use is shallow because even when it's deep, it still doesn't feel that deep. And the thing with Kanye, I think he understands the lyrics are just as important as the music behind it
How you feel
and
about,
evoking the emotion
Yeah.
from the music.
How you feel about Tyler?
Tyler, make me sway.
No, Tyler.
Oh,
Tyler the
Tyler.
Creator.
Tyler the Creator.
Never listened to
You know, I haven't even listened to his new project that's blowing up everywhere. I should. I'm gonna hear one single
Wild.
song.
Your pastor double said it.
I liked the
Wild.
last something to do with like lumberjack.
The latest Nas project.
Yeah, there was a song on there that I really liked that stuck to me. Every once in a while, I would hear something and be like, "Oh, let me check that out." But I don't really check for him.
Facts. My guy though, like top guy, I love Kanye, but Drake, bro.
You're a Drake fan? Get out of
I
here!
love that guy with all my heart,
So you don't like Kendrick then?
bro. Kendrick's like basic as hell. too.
What? Stop playing.
Like-
Get back in this shit. Let's debate. Let's do it. What is
Kendrick-
basic about
Kendrick, like the
Lamar?
only Kendrick song I be listening to is like Money Trees. You know what I mean? But I'm not listening to no like, I'm not listening to Squabble Up or Not Like Us like that.
See, Squabble Up and Not Like Us are new.
That's what I'm saying.
But Kendrick,
Even oh Madame, you know his album Damn?
yeah. You don't like those tracks?
No. But you finish what
Stop
you were about to say about
playing.
Kendrick.
It's like I'm saying his discography, like the stuff he's done in the past, to me, are way better than the stuff now. Like Not Like Us. To me, Not Like Us is light. That's like my least favorite stuff from Kendrick.
Me too. You know what I mean?
but-
I'm gonna.
But like for me, one of Kendrick, Money Trees alone tops like all of Drake's stuff.
Yo, mad. Money Trees tops views.
Yep.
I'm talking keep the family close.
Wait.
I'm talking.
What are
God's
y'all saying
plan.
over there? No, they're done fixing that. No, I'm done fixing that. What
we have
two
in there
y'all
talk.
saying?
Because
I hear Money Trees is bad, right? But
You
Kendrick
don't
is like,
no song on Damn? That's what you said?
bro,
yeah,
no.
he's
None of them,
tripping.
bro. I promise you. I just couldn't gravitate to Kendrick. Like, I love Eminem, but I just couldn't gravitate to Eminem like that
Fair
either.
enough.
Because Drake speaks to like every human.
Drake, you're 27, right?
27.
I feel like
You're 3 years older than me.
Yeah,
Don't do
yes.
this.
No,
Don't
but
do
I
that.
feel-
Don't do
I
that.
feel- I feel in a couple of years your taste would change.
It would
You'll
never.
mature a little bit.
I've loved Drake since.
Wow, you trying to say
The thing is,
immature?
the problem, if
For
I'm
me,
being completely honest,
it's a little bit stagnant.
if I'm being honest,
No
it's the
shade.
memories connected to
Of
his
course,
music.
of
You
course.
feel me?
Because when Hotline Bling come up,
I don't like that song. Stop that. I don't like that.
You
I don't like
Hotline?
that song.
I'm
more
more than just an option. Like going
Hey,
back.
hey,
you know,
hey,
Drake has some
those
bars.
songs, yeah,
Don't
those
do
songs.
that. He has
He
some
has
bars.
he has some light bars.
Like,
He has bars that you don't have to decipher.
Thank you. There ain't nobody's trying to be with a scrap pad.
I
Yo, what
am.
did Kendrick just say?
I am.
Shit.
I
He
am.
said, to the bop, to the beat, to the
Live,
boop, to the
I
boop.
am. You know why? Because Nicki Minaj raised me. And Nicki Minaj,
Okay.
you have to
Yo.
Come on, man. Young Money.
her-
Thank you.
Her lyrics,
Mm.
you have to decipher. You have to go back and listen and write them and say, wait, that's what she really is saying. And you can go back months later and say, boy, she did talk about Usher that time when she's and it connect long after. So that's why I feel like, to me, honestly, Kendrick is closer in style to Nicki than Drake is.
Okay.
Even with how Nicki just changed her voices like Kendrick always do, like very animated. To me, it's very reminiscent of Nicki Minaj.
You know, that's
so
a
that's
very
why
good
I
point.
love it, and the fact that he was sing and rap and do more like Nicki Minaj is very theatric. So growing up, I was a hard Nicki fan. So for me, Kendrick is very, very much like that. Way closer than Drake is. But it's like you said, I have some core memories where the Drake songs are just there, like summers, some nice summers and that Drake has. But it wasn't anything captivating. It wasn't like no lyrics that I'm thinking back that damn, he really said
He touched
something
you with that.
there,
He touched you with that.
or that made me feel away. When I feel down, I can go and listen to Kendrick, King Kunta.
That's crazy, bro.
King Kunta.
King Kunta.
I got a bone to pick.
No, Kendrick. I would
Most of
say,
y'all sharing bones,
I would
got a
say in
bone
terms
to
of like,
pick.
in terms of like, you know, versatility. For example, when he changes vocal tones and all that other
Yeah.
it's calm, right? But if you're looking for relatability,
He
which is
does-
all
Drake
of our
does-
humans, we love that.
Drake does relate more, and he is very strategic in terms of like when he knows to jump to the club vibe or jump to the trends that the young folks, people like us that are on. So he definitely keeps the ear of the trend, the people coming up.
Yeah.
But for me, there's not enough personal insight in terms of into his music, and I feel like that's because not that he don't have a personal life, but maybe there's not that much worth putting into the music. In terms, like,
And on that note, hold on. And on that note, I would say
him?
Kendrick does not wait. I would say Kendrick, he does not love music and what it comes with as much as Drake. Why? Kendrick is one of them guys. He just pops out whenever he pops out.
Yeah,
He's not the guy who's riding his 10-year journey, but he's still
But I'm more for
adaptability to different trends, and
Yeah.
that takes a lot. That takes a
Yeah,
lot
but
as an artist
you have
to
to
do.
be in it, and it sucks you dry. Trust me, Drake can probably tell Howie how.
But he's making more money than
how-
Kendrick.
but
The
mentally,
biggest.
but I don't doubt that he's making the money. But if I had to pick two, Kendrick life seemed nicer to me. When me can drop music, make some millions, do my tour, and then go with my wife and my kids and live in the country. I don't have to worry about making appearances.
But then that's very
dressing
relative.
up, getting on social media to pose. If I can like Sia, the singer, that's she living the life where she can write, get them royalties, and you can live in a
And
nice
bust her.
mansion and relax. I tell people all the time now, just a little bit of the industry that I've experienced makes me don't want to get into it. That's why I'm happy that there are more avenues to make it outside, because the industry. Look at what's happening now. People are acting very naive, but we've been aware. All the producers that I've worked with, that work with some of the big ones and them that in the problems now, they've been talking about these stories. We know. I can only imagine how hard it is for a girl because these guys are men. But also having that level of power and feeling like nobody can tell you no, you can get whatever you want whenever you want. It's toxic. You can't deny that there won't be any toxicity because even though God might be in there and protect certain when you're praying whatever, there's a lot of darkness there. The partying, the drugs, the nightlife, just having to be on all the time, being fake around a lot of people. going around people that you don't necessarily like, but you have to work with them because he's the best producer and he had links. And if I say no to this, if I don't want to sleep with this one, yeah, he can tell everybody to work with me. I'm not going to work again.
Yeah.
That's the industry. That's the industry saying, oh, me like how you dress. You short, you dark skin. You know? So for me, Kendrick is perfect. He can say, look, I'm going to drop some music, do whatever, work behind the scenes, endorse SZA and whoever on TDE or whatever. And then I'm ready for pop up.
And that's the thing. I feel what you're saying there, but and on the same note, it's almost like some people are able to deal with the pressure. When I say deal with the pressure, I mean you already come into this industry with your own people who just are just as aware as you. Yeah. But then some people don't even be asked. They be like people who, okay, I let the industry guide my team and stuff like that. But when you move like a real CEO boss and you have your own agenda, right? You bring people around you, and they will be able to judge when that guy is trying to, finesse you or play you like that. And the one thing I love about Drake, right? He's a Scorpio. You know what I mean? I think I'm a Scorpio.
You're a Scorpio?
I'm a Leo. You understand what I'm saying? But I love my Scorpios. All my Scorpios out there, the observant shit.
You guys is a big Drake fan.
You know what I mean? But I like the way that he can judge people. You understand? On a different note.
What makes you think he could judge people well, though? Because it's obvious now.
I don't know this nigga.
Wait. Before we get deep here,
I don't know.
I don't fix it what I'm fixing.
Come.
Alright, let's get it. We gonna have to see it.
Let me get the show on the road. I don't see how
we
gotta come back for the our podcast.
Western Road Flows, I did this shit for my nigga
Kendrick, every
back when we couldn't buy Pepsi because we were down to pennies. Come on, bro. From time by Drake. Continue. We could ask you.
My life I had to.
Yo. So I started working on this beat, right? Really, really bare.
What genre? Is it hip hop?
No. Not hip hop. This is the chord progression. I mean, at the moment, it can go anywhere still. Okay. I just did a little starter.
Okay, let me hear.
Just the chord progression for now.
Bro, that was a dick riding, bro. That was a dick riding. Can you bring substance to Alright, man.
Yes. School him.
What do you think about the chord progression?
I like it. Sounds very inspirational.
Can you pass that laptop for me?
Plug it out?
Yeah. Thank you. Asha.
Honestly, I tell, I'm a Rastafarian, I'm a vegan.
Yo. Yo, those you have to let go of those Johnny cakes. And Johnny cakes was like they grew up in the best home. Yo,
I be cooking,
I see you.
try little things. Hey.
Alright, I see you vibing with it, so I'm gonna just structure it out.
Yeah, my writing style is so very weird.
Wait, weird? What do you mean?
Hmm?
Weird? What do you mean by that?
I don't know how to describe it. Oh, I like this. I like this beat.
I thought you would like to do something a little different from generic.
I like this. Yeah.
You know, I was like, what kind of beat am I going to make for Asha?
Crazy.
What the man roasting you in the
That man said Drake just make bops. That man never listen to views.
He
nothing
does.
is the same.
Okay, Drake gets a
Are you
little
crazy?
deep sometimes, but it's very obvious that he's trying to hide who he truly is because he doesn't put it into the music. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with that
What
because
is-
you don't have to.
What is him being how he truly is? What is that involve? What does that involve?
What can you say you know about him from his music? Other than he and ball and he make plenty money. And he know
he's a
all the man and them
relationship guy
around.
who's very vulnerable in his relationship.
Which relationship?
And maybe puts too much to a woman.
Which relationship? What
all of his
relationship?
relationships. He may give too much, pour too much, but not get enough back, and he may
believe that?
not get enough back.
Chat, yeah,
You feel
believe
me?
live,
And
believe
take
that.
it
We can talk to
from
the
other
live.
people.
Talk to the love.
You create y'all.
We don't know anything about you, Drake.
Okay, you heard take care. No, listen to take care. Take care.
I know you've been hurt.
So try
By
not
someone
to leave.
I said, not me.
So
Nah.
can't stand to watch you.
Okay, let me go there. Let me go there and mash it on.
Trust in
Them
me.
relationship songs that I think that Drake gets so deep. Did he even write them?
Brother,
Oh.
okay, that's
Whoa,
calm.
whoa.
That's calm,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Right.
Is he in the
Listen to
studio
me.
while it's being written?
Listen to me, man.
Y'all saw 100 gigs.
Listen to man.
Oh, okay.
Because even if it's like a song where it's a feature and he has somebody on the hook talking about something to do with love, that doesn't mean that it pertains to he. I'm not turn on from Drake because Drake wrote one of my favorite songs. The same one. The same one he write for Nicki Minaj. I'm more than just an I better find your loving.
Yeah.
That ain't a proper song. And that was him talking about Nicki Minaj.
But when
The
you
other
love-
stuff, we
I
don't
say
know.
not feeling
When
it.
you love music, right? Even if somebody can verbalize what you have in your head, it's still a blessing.
So he
because
verbalized how you feel?
the other guy writing this song
Drake
may
say verbalize how you
verbalize
feel. Let me
what
try
he
and think.
really feel.
If me feel like me want pop my shit, let me see. Any Drake song will play? Nah,
What?
nah. Oh, me like he verse, but no guidance.
Do
Freaky.
you love me?
Are you ready?
And let's see from behind me.
Now the beat on that slapped. See, his production is what catches me more, even more so than Kendrick. But Kendrick gets deeper and darker with the production. Drake keep on the clubs and he keep on the pulse of the younger folks. But after what you do with Sexy Red, he come back from that because I try to push certain things, Drake.
And that's the thing. That's just him in the.
How you
in
have
the
Sexy
era.
Red and Kendrick have Scissor. Come better than
Drake
that.
got Scissor too. Because who was in the Sexy Red video? Scissor. In
Yeah,
that
because Scissor for
and
everybody,
Drizzy.
as in she love everybody.
Wow. Hold
No,
on.
she love everybody.
See,
But
She stay out of it.
run with Drake. And then you
and
you
guess
come
what?
and you get
Remember
popcorn.
Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah.
I don't see none of y'all Kendrick people have Kendrick in his top 5. I promise you. I promise you.
For me,
Tell that lie.
I don't do Spotify thing, but I can
Let me
promise
see
you.
a Spotify rap
I
right
can open
now.
my Apple Music and just type in Kendrick. I'm gonna show you all the Kendrick.
I want to see that. I want to see the rap. If you're listening to him over the course of the year.
I don't do Spotify, but I can rap you Kendrick lyrics. I play with me. I'm gonna pay attention. See? Before we start freestyle like Kendrick.
Go in there. No, the vanities, spam.
Them superpowers get neutralized.
Hey. Y'all killing me, bro. Y'all killing me. Oh, yes.
I'll be arguing all day.
You know
Like
what?
a Kendrick defender. Yeah.
I stop having the conversation. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Thanks. That's it there. Gonna keep it nice and simple. We're gonna do one thing in this section here. We're gonna do a small change up just to keep it. I still gotta build out. I prefer to when I'm recording or recording with someone I know, we do a skeleton, and then after we record, I'll come back and finish up, just to give space for everything.
Breakdown.
I'm gonna bring back in the other instruments, just patterning up the drums. What? Put this over here. Small little.
Dancehall vibes.
Small little.